5 exercises that burn fat like crazy. You've probably seen those people at the gym who seem to live on cardio machines, sweating profusely with expressions of suffering on their faces, all in the hope of eliminating those unwanted pounds. But what if I told you there are much more efficient ways to do this? That's right. Science has already proven it. There are specific exercises that can make you burn fat in much less time and with much more efficiency. And I'm talking about results proven by scientific research, not assumptions or passing trends. Forget those long and tedious cardio sessions. Today you'll see 5 intense and efficient exercises that, when it comes to burning calories and losing fat, will bring much better results in less time. What makes these exercises so special is that they not only burn calories during the activity, but continue to elevate your metabolism for hours after the workout, through a phenomenon called excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. This means you continue burning calories even after you go home and relax on the couch. Amazing, isn't it? So stay attentive until the end, because exercise number 2 is the best on the list when it comes to fat loss. Exercise 5, Kettlebell Swings. This exercise involves a pendulum movement where you swing a kettlebell, that weight that looks like a cannonball with a handle, between your legs and then in front of your body, using the strength of your hips as the main driver of the movement. What makes the kettlebell swing so special is the impressive number of muscles it recruits simultaneously. We're talking about an exercise that works practically the entire body: glutes, hamstrings, quadriceps, core, shoulders, trapezius, and even the stabilizing muscles of the back. When you activate so many muscle groups at once, caloric expenditure skyrockets. It's as if you turned on several engines at once. The consumption of fuel, in this case, calories, increases exponentially. Besides the impressive calorie burn, the kettlebell swing significantly improves your posture, strengthens the lower back, preventing back pain, increases power for other exercises and sports, and even improves your cardiovascular endurance without the impact of running. To execute correctly, position yourself with your feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Hold the kettlebell with both hands in front of you. Hinge at the hip, pushing your buttocks back while keeping your back straight. At this point, many people make the mistake of curving their spine, which can lead to serious injuries. The movement should come from the explosion of the hip, not from the arms or back. The arms only guide the kettlebell, but the strength comes from below. When the kettlebell is at the lowest point between your legs, push forcefully using your glutes and thighs, explosively extending your hip. This will make the kettlebell rise to shoulder level or slightly above. Let gravity do the return work and repeat the movement. Always keep your core activated and don't let your shoulders rise near your ears, another common mistake that can cause tension in the neck. The fantastic thing about this exercise is that you don't need to do it for long to get results. Studies show that just 10 minutes of kettlebell swings can burn up to 200 calories, depending on your body weight and the intensity of the exercise. But the benefit goes beyond that. Because it's a high-intensity exercise, it elevates your metabolism for up to 24 hours after the workout, the famous afterburn effect. For beginners, I recommend starting with 3 sets of 15 repetitions, with 45 seconds of rest between them. As you progress, you can increase to 5 sets of 20 repetitions. As for weight, women can start with 17 to 26 pounds and men with 35 to 44 pounds, always respecting your current conditioning level. Exercise 4, jump rope. Now let's talk about an exercise that you probably did as a child without imagining the incredible potential it has: jumping rope. Many people underestimate this seemingly simple exercise, but let me tell you something that will surprise you. Jumping rope for 10 minutes is equivalent to running for about 30 minutes in terms of cardiovascular benefits and calorie burning. It's no wonder that professional boxers religiously include this exercise in their training. What makes jumping rope so efficient is that it literally forces the entire body to work in continuous synchrony. Your arms rotate the rope, your shoulders remain engaged, your core stays activated to maintain balance, and your legs work constantly to propel your body against gravity. And as the rope keeps spinning, you have no choice but to keep the rhythm, which intensifies the cardiovascular work. A study published in the Research Quarterly for Exercise and Sport found that jumping rope burns approximately 10 calories per minute, potentially reaching even an incredible 1,000 calories in an hour for a person weighing 154 pounds. Of course, nobody jumps rope for an entire hour, but even 15 to 20 minutes already provide an impressive caloric expenditure. An additional advantage that few know about is the positive impact on cognition. Recent research indicates that activities requiring complex coordination, such as jumping rope, stimulate new neural connections in the brain. It's no coincidence that you frequently see elite soldiers using this exercise in their training. It not only develops physical endurance, but also improves the ability to focus under pressure, as you need to stay fully present to avoid tripping on the rope. When executing, remember that the jump doesn't need to be high, just enough for the rope to pass underneath. About 1 inch from the ground is enough. This reduces the impact on the joints and allows you to continue for longer. A common mistake is jumping too high or bending your knees too much, which unnecessarily expends energy and increases impact. For beginners, I recommend starting with 3 sets of 1 minute, with 30 to 60 seconds of rest between them. Over time, gradually increase until you can do 3 sets of 5 minutes. If it's too difficult to maintain a continuous rhythm, a strategy is to alternate 20 seconds of jumping with 10 seconds of rest, repeating this cycle for a few minutes. Before we continue to the third exercise, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Having constant access to correct and science-based information is what will make you continuously improve your body without risk of injuries. Exercise 3. Burpees. If there's an exercise that can provoke sighs of despair in any gym in the world, that exercise is the burpee. Feared by many, this complete movement is possibly one of the most efficient calorie burners ever invented. The burpee is essentially a combination of squat, push-up, and vertical jump, all in a single fluid sequence. This multifaceted nature is exactly what makes it so powerful. In a single movement, you work quadriceps, glutes, core, chest, shoulders, triceps, and various stabilizing muscles. Very few exercises can recruit so many muscle groups simultaneously. The caloric expenditure of the burpee is simply impressive. Research indicates that a person weighing approximately 176 pounds can burn about 10 calories per minute performing burpees at a moderate pace. If you increase the intensity, this number can easily double. To give you an idea, this is comparable to what you would burn in a high-intensity run, but with the additional benefit of the muscle work that running doesn't provide. As it's a movement that combines strength and high-intensity cardio, it significantly elevates the levels of excess post-exercise oxygen consumption that we mentioned before, causing you to continue burning calories at elevated rates for up to 48 hours after the workout. To perform a burpee correctly, start standing with your feet shoulder-width apart. Squat completely until you place your hands on the ground. Then, throw your legs back, assuming the plank position. Do a complete push-up, bringing your chest close to the floor. Return to the plank position, then jump with your feet back near your hands, returning to the squatting position. Finish with an explosive jump, fully extending your body and raising your arms above your head. Upon landing, immediately move into the next burpee. The most common mistakes include not properly completing the push-up or skipping the vertical jump part at the end. Each component of the burpee has its importance, and eliminating any part compromises the effectiveness of the exercise. For beginners, I recommend starting with 3 sets of 5 to 8 repetitions, with 60 to 90 seconds of rest between them. As your physical condition improves, gradually increase to 4 to 5 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions. An additional benefit of burpees is the development of anaerobic endurance and recovery capacity. You'll notice that, over time, your heart rate will recover more quickly after intense efforts, which is an indicator of improvement in your general cardiovascular fitness. Despite its unquestionable efficiency, it's important to note that the burpee is a high-impact exercise. If you have joint problems, especially in the knees or shoulders, consider modified versions. For example, you can eliminate the vertical jump at the end or replace the push-up with a touch to the ground, thus maintaining much of the benefits with less stress on the joints. Exercise 2. Battle ropes. If you've seen those thick ropes being energetically beaten in gyms, know that it's not just a visually impressive exercise, it's a true calorie-burning machine. Battle ropes are typically ropes that are 1.5 to 2 inches thick and 30 to 50 feet long, anchored in the center. The basic exercise consists of holding one end of the rope in each hand and creating waves or alternating beats, maintaining continuous movement for the determined time. What makes this exercise so efficient in burning fat is the combination of resistance, intense cardiovascular work, and the involvement of multiple muscle groups simultaneously. Studies show that 10 minutes of intense work with battle ropes can burn up to 300 calories, depending on the intensity and weight of the ropes used. Battle ropes not only promote excellent cardiovascular conditioning, but also significantly strengthen the muscles of the shoulders, arms, back, and core. I recommend incorporating it in the form of intervals: 30 seconds of intense work, followed by 30 seconds of rest, repeating for 5 to 10 rounds. As your endurance improves, increase the work time or decrease the rest time to intensify the workout even more. If your gym has battle ropes available, don't hesitate to at least test this powerful exercise to burn fat quickly and efficiently. Exercise 1. Weighted walking. Don't be fooled by its apparent simplicity. Weighted walking is one of the most underestimated and efficient methods for burning fat and improving general conditioning. The beauty of this exercise lies precisely in its simplicity. Take a backpack, put in it weight equivalent to 10 to 15% of your body weight, put it on your back, and go out for a walk. This simple adjustment transforms an everyday activity into a powerful calorie burner and builder of physical resistance. When you add weight to your walk, your body needs to work significantly more to maintain posture and balance, in addition to needing to generate more force to move against increased gravity. This elevates your heart and respiratory rates, transforming a regular walk into a moderate to high-intensity exercise, depending on the weight carried and the terrain covered. Studies show that walking with weight can increase caloric expenditure by up to 50% compared to walking without weight. For example, a person weighing 154 pounds walking at a moderate pace for an hour burns approximately 280 calories. Add 22 pounds of extra weight, and that number jumps to about 420 calories over the same distance traveled. Besides calorie burning, weighted walking offers significant benefits for functional strength and physical endurance. It particularly strengthens the postural muscles of the back, abdominals, hips, and legs. This strengthening translates directly into better performance in everyday activities and other exercises. There are also substantial cardiovascular benefits. Being a sustained, moderate-intensity activity, weighted walking works in the so-called steady-state cardio, which is extremely efficient for improving the health of the heart and lungs in the long term, without the joint wear associated with high-impact exercises like running. Don't fall into the error of overloading yourself with excessive weight right at the beginning, as it can compromise your posture and potentially cause injuries. Start with 10% of your body weight and gradually increase as your body adapts. Another frequent mistake is leaning too far forward to compensate for the additional weight. This puts undue stress on the lumbar spine and reduces the efficiency of the exercise. The ideal frequency for weighted walking is 2 to 3 times a week, with a duration of 30 to 60 minutes. One of the great benefits of this exercise is its versatility. You can easily incorporate it into your daily routine, using a weighted backpack to go to work, go shopping, or walk the dog. To make the exercise more challenging, you can vary the terrain, climbing hills and stairs, or increase the walking speed. Bonus: weighted squat. I know you might be confused, but believe it. Besides being a muscle builder par excellence, the squat is also an extraordinary calorie burner. In fact, doing squats with adequate weight can burn more calories than many purely cardiovascular activities, including running on a treadmill. The squat simultaneously recruits the largest muscle groups in the body: quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, calves, lower back, abdominals, and even the upper back muscles that work to stabilize the bar. You've already learned the efficiency of exercises that work several muscles simultaneously for calorie burning. Your body is working hard, recruiting a huge number of muscle fibers, and consequently burning an impressive amount of calories. The metabolic and mechanical stress caused by this exercise also stimulates the release of anabolic hormones such as testosterone and growth hormone, which not only help in muscle building, but also in the mobilization and burning of body fat. Each additional pound of muscle mass increases your basal metabolism by approximately 50 calories per day, which means you burn more calories even at rest. To execute a barbell squat correctly, position the bar on the rack at shoulder height. Slide under it, comfortably supporting it on the upper part of your back. Remove the bar from the rack, take 2 steps back, and position your feet shoulder-width apart or slightly wider, with your toes slightly pointed outward. Keep your chest up, looking slightly upward, and initiate the movement by pushing your hip back, as if you were going to sit in a chair. Descend until your thighs are parallel to the ground or slightly below, depending on your mobility. The crucial point is to keep your knees aligned with your toes, never letting them collapse inward. Your heels should remain firmly planted on the ground throughout the entire movement. For beginners, I recommend starting with 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions, using a weight that is challenging but allows you to maintain perfect technique. And don't forget, no weight loss program works without proper nutrition. Even the best exercises in the world cannot compensate for a poor diet. Now, one last warning. If besides burning fat, you also want to transform your body into a muscle-building machine, and without needing to move, we are showing on the screen right now a video demonstrating 7 isometric positions that will turbocharge your body. Thank you for watching until here, and may God bless you, my friend.